Hello, everyone. It's Connor here, and today I'm joined by Arber. So, thank you so much for joining me today, Arber, on the podcast.
Thank you. It's honestly a pleasure to be here. Thank you so much for the invite. I'm looking forward to seeing how the conversation goes.
Yeah, me too. And like I was saying to you before, you're always such a beacon of positivity on LinkedIn, and you're always sending so much love and kindness to people. And so I thought it'd be great today to kind of get to know you a bit more and hear more about your story. And so, just for everyone listening, if you could introduce yourself and where you're from.
Well, my name is Arber Ismaili. I'm 19 years old. I'm going to be 20 soon, and I was born in the UK around North London. So I've just pretty much grown up there my entire life, honestly. That's the place I've been mostly. So yeah.
Ah, nice. Well, yeah, we're from two different parts of the UK. So I grew up in, I don't know if you know Shropshire, so close to Wales, kind of near Manchester, sort of the middle of nowhere. So it's very quiet here compared
Uh,
with down in London. But
yeah.
yeah, I thought what we do today is to kind of go through sort of your story, really get to know you. And so, first of all, I kind of wanted to go back to sort of your childhood and your sort of history. And so, what's it been like growing up in London? Are you kind of in the city centre or a bit further out?
Yeah, mostly around the city centre where I mostly grew up, honestly.
Yeah.
I guess regarding your question about growing up, I guess there were a bit of challenges because I did say on my post before I am autistic, so that certainly had a bit of challenges while growing up. I mean, I couldn't even properly speak until I was 5 years old. I had to go to lots of learning centers in order to speak properly as well.
Yeah.
And even after then, I was still like found it really hard to like connect with other kids and everything because I always just felt really different and a bit isolated from people, I would say as well. So it's always been a really struggle trying to connect with other people, trying to really get myself out there as well. Because I guess that just ended up me being not having much friends growing up and just
Yeah.
being really shy and everything. I mostly just spent time with my auntie growing up and just mostly my family members because I just couldn't really like relate to anyone growing up,
Yeah.
honestly. So yeah, I guess that's a bit about me growing up, but I did still have a really good childhood. I mean, I was watching lots of shows, I was playing my games and everything,
Yeah.
spending time with my family, my cousins and stuff growing up as well. So yeah, I mean, yeah, I still had a pretty good childhood, I would say. It's just apart from those struggles I had to face, I still had a really good childhood at the end of the day, honestly.
Yeah, yeah, that's good. And I think we always take the positive and, we
Yeah,
learn like it gets, I think with anxiety and growing up, it's one of those things that a lot of us can relate to, especially going through school and then through secondary school into college, going through just the anxieties of growing up. But I always say everyone finds their own path and, we all have such um, great experiences that can come out of it as well. And
yeah.
you said as well you really loved, a lot of video games as well growing up. What video games were you playing?
Mostly on the Wii U, honestly, and
Oh yeah.
on the Nintendo DS, just mostly Mario games, honestly. I grew up a lot around with and just racing kart games but it mostly was just Mario games, honestly, that I really
Ah,
grew up with.
nice. That's cool.
I remember when I was little, I always used to play on my DS a lot and on the Wii U
Yeah.
back then. And yeah, it was honestly just lots of fun. Honestly, I really thoroughly enjoyed that time. And yeah, it was honestly
Yeah.
really memorable to me.
Yeah, yeah, it's always fun like having a bit of escape after like school or college and playing like some video games. I still have like all my collection of like PlayStation 2, PlayStation 3 games, like
Yeah,
The
yeah,
Sims 2 and all those games. And it's always like good memories of growing up in childhood. So now I'm
yeah.
like 33. I'm like, where's the time gone? The time goes so fast. But how
Uh,
about sort of growing up? Have you got any brothers or sisters, or are you like a only child?
no, I have a little sister. She's 10 years old now. So yeah, I
Yeah.
mean, I had her 10 years ago. So yeah, it's been okay so far. I mean, we're very different in personalities, but I just try my best to make the most of it, honestly. So yeah.
Yeah. Oh, that's cool. And yeah, I've got a younger sister. as well. And when we were growing up, we were very different, but as we've gotten older, we've gotten a lot closer. And
Yeah.
I always like talk to her, and she's always great for advice and stuff, which is really good. And
Yeah.
in terms of like what do you enjoy doing at the moment? So what are your sort of main hobbies that you're really interested in doing?
Well, I said this to a lot of other people as well. I really love to go to the gym a lot as I've been going
Yeah.
for almost 3 years now. I love to travel different places as well. I love to talk with people as well in my spare time because I love to hear different people's stories, perspectives, and everything. I
Yeah.
really find it very interesting. I also love to volunteer as well. I sometimes do some running in the weekends as well. So I guess that's what I get up to nowadays, just to like get occupy myself a bit and just make sure to keep active and productive, I would say, honestly.
Yeah, I think that's so good, like having a really healthy routine and going to the gym and finding something you really enjoy. And especially, with LinkedIn nowadays, it's so good that we can connect with so many different people from not just around England, but all around the world and get to
Yeah,
join all these different groups and network. And I always
yeah,
see, like I said, you're always on there posting so much positivity and great content, and you have
thank
such
you.
a great following of people out there. So I think that's really awesome that you maintain that sort of positivity because, overcoming a lot of anxieties and things that we go through school and in life, it can be quite tricky sometimes. And
Yeah,
I think for me, like when I was younger with my ADHD, I didn't realize I had it through school, but I was similar to you, like very shy. I used to go on my lunch breaks and sort of hide away in the library because I didn't want to be around the other kids. But then I'd go home and I would be like so relieved to just be around my Xbox or PlayStation. And
yeah,
kind of as I gotten older, it's gotten a lot easier to, be around people and sort of meet the right people in different groups of
yeah,
friends. So I think for you,
yeah,
having such a healthy lifestyle and surrounding yourself with great people is so awesome that you do that.
yeah. I've learned how to do that as well, honestly. I think it's always best to surround yourself with the right types of people in
Yeah.
life, as I realized as I've gotten older. So I just started to do that, and yeah, I've just never looked back.
Yeah, it's the way to go, I think. And in
Yeah.
terms of what you're trying to find now, so you said you're almost 20, you're so young. But in terms of, you said you're looking kind of for apprenticeships and things now. So what sort of apprenticeships are you looking for?
I mean, as I probably said on the yesterday's post that I did, I am pretty open to anything, honestly. I mean,
Yeah.
I am studying IT. I'm on my final year at the moment, so I'm pretty open to anything IT related. I mean, I don't really know what I want to do, honestly, because I don't know what my passion is necessarily, but I do
Yeah.
want to try something and just like get myself out there, connect with people, and just do
Mhm.
the work that really impacts people's lives for the better, and just feeling that fulfillment that the work I'm doing is really important and that I'm a
Yeah.
part of that amazing life-changing work at the end of the day. I think that's
Mhm.
an apprenticeship that I would really like to invest myself in and to see myself doing for many, many years to come.
Yeah, I think that's really important that you find, something that you really enjoy. And it's good to try a lot of different things as well. I always say, like, you'll get so many opportunities, and it's good to take them and see what you really enjoy doing. And you can get to learn so many lessons and meet so many great people along the way. And then you'll find, something that you're really interested in doing the most, and it's something that you'll be like, ah, yeah, I see myself in that for the future. Like for me, I had kind of a similar experience. Like when I was 19, 20, even 25, I had no idea what I was doing. I've been like everything from producing music to a teacher to working in customer service to
Yeah,
now working more on like podcasting and webinars and marketing. So all these different things, it's like I've met so many great people along the way. And so you'll meet so many great connections and people and lifelong friends as well, which is part of the process. And you'll find something, that you really enjoy
yeah.
doing.
Yeah, yeah, definitely. I mean, I'm just trying to just see how it goes, honestly, and just meet amazing people along the way as well. And then hopefully, yeah, I'll just if it will click one day, I guess, as people tend to say.
Yeah, it's true. And it's I think as well on LinkedIn and all these other platforms now, we have such a great platform to really showcase ourselves and the different
Yeah,
parts of our personality because I know sometimes it can be difficult with, the anxiety with opening up with LinkedIn and other platforms,
yeah,
especially, after going through school and then college and then being out onto, social media. But I think it's a great platform now that everyone is really embracing talks and discussions about mental health and different aspects.
yeah,
And I always see you gaining more confidence, which I think is awesome, and opening up more about
yeah,
yourself. And
yeah,
I think naturally over time, that will come more and more. So it's like the more time goes on, the more comfortable we get with expressing ourselves, and we see how much sort of kindness is out there and joy. And it
yeah.
helps, I always say it helps other people as well, and just getting to know each and every one of us along the way.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, it's still a new thing trying to open up about myself, but I know that a lot of people actually messaged me saying they really resonated with my post as well. So
Yeah,
knowing that my post really made some impact on some people's lives, it just motivates me to keep going to open up even more, I would say. So
yeah.
yeah, I'm just gonna keep continuing on.
Yeah, that's the best way. I think, keep opening up and being, yourself. And I think that's great that you really use LinkedIn as a platform to be your authentic self because it's going to help you to reach, great connections and people in the future. And what would you say is some advice? In terms of going into sort of apprenticeships and your first sort of job that you would give to people with overcoming those anxieties and finding the right apprenticeship for you.
I mean, I mean. I guess the best advice I could be is just always be yourself, I would say, and always
Yeah.
just find like an apprenticeship that like you feel comfortable around as well at the end of the day, because there's honestly so many options out there. And
Yeah.
even myself, like I just don't know which one to choose because there's so many and I don't know
Yeah.
which one I would be suited into. But I would say just honestly, get yourself out there on LinkedIn, try and connect with some recruiters as well. Maybe have a bit of chat with them if you can as well, I would say. And also just yeah, just see the company, what it's like, see if it's like good for you, see if it suits your
Yeah.
whole lifestyle as well. If you like flexible working, if you like doing this, see if it's like something you're willing to do, and also ask for some support from other people as well. Maybe they can also help out because I know talking with lots of other people, they're more than happy to help new people out because they've also been in the same situation as
Yeah.
well. So I'm sure they would be more than happy to help other people get to where they're currently at because they've been
Yeah.
in the same shoes as them before. And yeah, just honestly, just try and have someone help you with your CV as well if you can, and also interview prep as well. I mean, just honestly, just really show yourself and just try your best at the end of the day because honestly, even if you don't get accepted, it doesn't define your worth in the slightest. I mean, we're
Yeah.
all amazing individuals in our own way, and sometimes just these companies just look for very specific people, I think, and just you
Yeah.
know, just because we didn't get accepted, it doesn't mean that defines our whole worth at the end of the day. That just means that like they just wanted someone else more specifically, and just like maybe we were destined for something else. I like to
Mhm.
believe it honestly. So yeah, I guess that's the advice I can give to people, honestly. Just be yourself. Always ask for help when you can as well, because it
Yeah.
is quite overwhelming trying to look for which apprenticeship is right as well. So it would be really nice to have someone help you out, guide you through the whole process and everything as well, because I know that'll be very much, I know lots of people will very much appreciate all of that. And yeah, I guess
Yeah.
that's the advice I could give to people.
Yeah, no, I think that's so important because finding the right thing for you and being honest, out there like and asking for help is something that so many people are willing to give because it's one of those processes that we have to navigate when we first are going into, our first apprenticeships and first jobs. And
Yeah.
I always think that if someone's got the expertise and willing to help, then it really helps us to get to know the company and the people there and find what makes us
Yeah.
comfortable. And then we can kind of pass that knowledge on to other people in the future as well to help them. So yeah, posting like questions and things on LinkedIn and videos is always a good way to reach out. And I think you do a great job with it.
Thank you. And also another thing I can add is go to like lots of work experience events as well, because if,
Yeah.
especially as a company you're interested in, it would be nice to see like what the company is actually like because I want to see what a company is like at first and what the people are like because I can't just read something and then just think like, oh, will it be good? Because then I think like, is it good? Like what are the people like? What's the culture like? Because they can say
Yeah.
like, oh, this and that, but like at the end of the day, I need to see it first time to see if it's actually good because like that's how I fully feel like confident and comfortable pursuing any apprenticeship I decide to go in because I need to see the company firsthand and the people myself rather than just going through the whole application process and like not knowing too much about what the company's actually like. So I guess that's another piece of advice I would say. Just reach out to people in the company, attend their if they have any work experience events, go to that as well, see what it's like, see
Yeah.
if you really like it. And yeah, I guess that's another piece of advice I would honestly give.
Yeah, I think that is such good advice because that way you really, like you said, you get to know the culture of the company and you can kind of see through LinkedIn, even like a lot of companies now, you can get to know them and talk with them what it's kind of like working there and any advice and even what the recruitment process is like and sort of get firsthand experience if you get the chance to go into like their office or premises to meet everyone and get to know what they're about, then you can see that, oh yeah, this is the right place for me. And I wanted to see what this experience will be like.
Yeah, yeah, definitely. I 100% agree with you, honestly. So I guess that's the advice I can give to people who may need a bit of guidance through their apprenticeship journey as well.
Yeah. Yeah, I know what you mean. It's like when I think with like work experience and apprenticeships, a lot of it um that I look back on when I was like 18, 19, 20, when I left college and was going through my studies. Like I said, I was not sure what I wanted to do, but I knew I had a passion for doing something creative. So you might find that your passion for people and really getting to know everyone's stories is something that you can utilize and something that really interests you for the future. So even if you are not sure on a company or something, there might be different skills that you learn along the way and things that you're passionate about that you can learn and use in the future as well. So I always think every experience is a great learning lesson and a great experience for the future.
Yeah, definitely. I 100% agree with you. Any sort of opportunity or experience you have, it definitely shapes the individual that you are becoming, and then it definitely shapes the life experiences you're getting as well at the end of the day, I think.
Yeah, 100%. And I think, like I said, with LinkedIn, it's such a great place to network and sort of outside of LinkedIn in terms of what you enjoy doing to kind of meet people and employers. So I'm not sure how long you've been on LinkedIn for now. I only joined, last year.
Yeah, it's the same with me. I joined last October because I actually was doing this work experience one time and then it was a virtual one actually, and then they actually
Oh, cool.
encouraged us to open a LinkedIn actually, and then I decided to open a LinkedIn because I thought to
Yeah.
myself, okay, I really want to get to know more people because I want to go on this journey, and then yeah, I just kept adding people, connecting, meeting people, finding new
Yeah.
opportunities, and yeah, I mean, yeah, I never look back. I mean, now I'm starting to become very noticed, so.
Yeah. That's
Yeah, that's
awesome.
how it started, I would say. It's been almost a year for me now. So yeah, I mean, it's honestly, I feel like I've come such a long way since last year, honestly. So
Yeah.
yeah, I'll just continue to keep growing.
Yeah, I think that's great because I see you've got so many supportive people behind you that are, really championing you. And outside of LinkedIn, is there any sort of apps or platforms that you use to connect with people or that you would advise people to use?
I don't really use much other social media, if I'm being honest. I mean, I have
Yeah,
Snapchat, but I actually used to have an advice page there quite a few years back where I was actually advising people because this was actually during the pandemic, actually, because
yeah,
I just wanted to really help people out, and actually, I decided on Snapchat I really wanted to create this advice page because I saw someone else on Snapchat doing it, and I just decided
yeah,
to go along with it, and I started, I've helped people with their mental health. I've helped people with some of their personal issues as well.
yeah,
And yeah, I usually just post really positive stuff on there as well, like I do on LinkedIn as well. So
yeah,
yeah, I mean, I guess that's where kind of my passion for helping people originated from that whole advice Snapchat page because lots of people message me still, even today, saying I've really helped them out. I've really helped them with their mental health issues, with their
yeah,
situations as well. And yeah, it just feels really, really lovely knowing that I made that impact in their lives and really just helped them out at the end of the day, honestly. I mean, I don't really like Instagram or TikTok because I have had them
mhm,
before, but I just don't think they're like the right platforms for me to get myself out there into because I feel like it's
yeah,
more like I don't know the right word for it, but it's just not it's less it's just more like it's just more general, I think. And I feel like
yeah,
LinkedIn is perfect because the people there are more professional, I would say, and more understanding, I would say. So, and as you
yeah,
see, obviously lots of other things have come up like mental health, talking about suicide as well, lots of
yeah,
other sensitive topics people are starting to talk about. And I'm
yeah,
really happy
definitely.
that, it's having this whole variety on LinkedIn, and that's why I value LinkedIn the most. And I would say Snapchat the second thing I use because of those experiences I've had on those apps.
Yeah, I think that's so important because when it comes to mental health, I think so many people just want to find someone to relate to, or even like with your comments on LinkedIn, it can make someone's day just having a bit of positivity to read to start their
Yeah.
day. And like even on my posts, I always see like you're always commenting something really great and positive, and that can for someone make their day a whole lot better just reading something positive to start the day. And you can connect with so many people that want to have the conversations about mental health and really open up. And through that way, you also feel less alone as well because you meet a whole community and network of people that can give you advice and you can share your experience with them. And I imagine that's been very helpful as well through the last few years for you through Snapchat and now also through LinkedIn.
Yeah, honestly, I mean, I love making people's day, honestly, and lots of people really do like my comments as well. So
Yeah.
yeah, I'm just gonna keep going at it and just continuing to really grow and find more opportunities out there, honestly.
Yeah, I think that's super awesome because, we connect with so many people and it also breaks down like the labels as well because, I used to have a bit of sort of anxiety around my ADHD, and also growing up, I used to stutter a lot when I was in school. And through connecting through LinkedIn and other platforms, I've met so many great people and got so much advice. And I always think you can find people that you can really relate to. And these people then become a lot of them really friends. And it's really makes the platform worthwhile. And it helps you to, spread awareness, but also you get that community sense behind you. And, like you said, something you really enjoy doing anyway, to connect to people and make their day. So it's something that's really rewarding for you as well. And in terms of sort of advice, because I know you've been opening up on LinkedIn and giving some pieces of advice with your autism and how it's really helping a lot of people. And I think, it's so important for everyone out there to feel like they're not alone and they can connect. And So for you, what do you think is sort of your next goals and next step with sort of LinkedIn and your platform in terms of reaching new people? And has it sort of a lot of your friends that you found through Snapchat, are they also on LinkedIn as well?
Okay, so to answer that question about the future of LinkedIn, I really want to grow it even more, honestly, because I'm already
Yeah.
off to a really good start so far. And I want to become well known there as well. So maybe
Yeah.
hopefully become a top influencer or something. I guess the reason for that is because, the more well known I am, the more people will know me, the more I can share about my experiences and the more people can like relate to the struggles as well. Because if they see someone who's like doing really successful, doing really well, sharing their experiences and just being so open and really human
Yeah.
as well. At the end of the day, I really feel like this could really make more of an impact to people's lives, honestly, and just change it for the better because I just really want to spread positivity out there and just really find more opportunities to really grow and, meet new people as well, do lots of amazing opportunities in the future that people on LinkedIn can also offer me as well. Just really
Yeah.
become more independent and just make my mark in this world, I would say, and just fulfill my purpose, which is to really really just make the overall impact, I would say, and just really change people's lives for the better is my main ambition. I've always stood by that moral ground every single day. I've always been sure to always, bring positivity to anyone's sort of day because I know that can
Yeah.
make a huge difference to anyone's lives, honestly. And I always stand by that every time, and I pledge myself to do that for as long as I live, honestly. So I'll
Yeah.
keep continuing to do that. Regarding yeah, I guess that's honestly my whole future for LinkedIn as well, honestly. And also will keep continuing to open up more about my autism, the
Yeah.
the you know the things that we may go through as well. I'm planning to do another post later on this week talking about a different theme of autism that people can also relate to and have a bit more understanding of as well. So I'm definitely
Yeah.
going to try and talk about a different theme each week is what I decided to do as well. So yeah, I guess that's my future plans for LinkedIn to meet more people, really
Yeah.
make my mark on LinkedIn, really become a top influencer as well, so I can really reach out to more people as well and just make an impact, I would say.
Yeah, I think that's really great. You know, it's so important because you're using the platform in such a fantastic way to educate people, you're spreading positivity, and it will help you to find, the right employers and also as a voice for so many people because it's nerve-wracking for a lot of us, to put ourselves out there on LinkedIn, be our authentic selves, but you're doing it and you're getting so much confidence from it. And I think that's incredible. The amount of confidence we can get, it really builds up in seeing all that positivity. And we find so many people that want to ask us questions, and we're always willing, to give them the answers and our experiences. And through that, we get to surround ourselves with so many different people, and it really opens up the community. So, yeah, I'm hoping that you're gonna turn into one of the top influencers on LinkedIn and keep spreading the positive message because it's so important. Like I said, your positivity, it radiates to everyone and it makes such a difference to everyone's day.
I'll stop at nothing to achieve my ambitions. I'll definitely become the top influencer and just
Yeah.
really make my mark and spread more positivity. I stand by that and I'll always keep continuing to do it no matter what.
Yeah, I think that's so important. And in terms of what um for your sort of socials and LinkedIn, so is that the main sort of platform that people can find you on now by messaging you through LinkedIn, or do you have anywhere else that you want to sort of shout out for people to reach you and get into contact?
I mean, I guess I mean, I do have Snapchat, but I don't think that's I just mostly use that for my advice page. So I mean, I
Yeah,
have I do tend to go a lot on my personal email. I have a Gmail, so people can definitely reach out to me there. But it is mostly through LinkedIn, honestly, where people can reach out to me because that's the
yeah,
platform I really tend to use, honestly. So that's kind of just the main platform that I always tend to use where people can definitely reach out to me should they need anything or any sort of opportunities that they want me to partake in. And I can also give them my email as well to send me more further details.
Yeah, awesome. Well, I think you're using LinkedIn in such a great way. And like I said, you're gonna have such a great future and so much promise. And yeah, I can't wait to see how your journey goes, with LinkedIn and seeing how it evolves and which apprenticeships you end up doing. And so thank you so much for joining me today on the podcast. It was so awesome to get to know, you off LinkedIn and get to know everything more about your personality and everything you want to do in the future. So thank you so much for taking the time today to join me.
No worries, it's honestly a pleasure. I really enjoy talking with you. It was nice to share my experiences and a bit more insight. So honestly, thank you so much for your time and everything. It meant a lot.
Yeah, thank you so much. And so for everyone that's listening, so I'm going to put Arber's contact below in the post. And so yeah, make sure you add him, connect with him, and if you've got any questions, send him some messages. And so yeah, thanks so much again, Arber, for coming on and joining me today.
No worries, it's a pleasure. Thank you so much. And yeah, yeah, just I definitely have a listen to this podcast. It's really good.
Yeah, thanks so much. And thank you, everyone. We'll be back with another episode next week.